Good morning. My name is Michelle Palmer, and I am the Executive Director of Breakthrough of Greater Philadelphia. Thank you for joining the Breakfast of Champions. We are so excited that you could join us today to learn more about our wonderful program. I started at Breakthrough in February of 2020, right before the pandemic hit. With the team at Breakthrough and the faculty and staff at GFS, we were able to create a wonderful virtual 6-week program. This virtual program was one of only 3 Breakthrough summer programs in 2020. Breakthrough has a dual mission. We give students who want more in academics the opportunity to learn and grow by coming to Breakthrough for 6 weeks during the summer and on Saturday. Our goals are to build their academic confidence and enthusiasm for learning. We also have the mission to train future educators. Education is paramount to the future of our children and our country. Breakthrough engages talented college students from all over the country, and they participate in a rigorous process to become a teaching fellow during the summer. Our teaching fellows also serve as mentors and role models to our students during the school year during our Saturday School Year program. Our teaching fellows are multi-talented, but they work together, have fun together, and improve each other's teaching. We provide comprehensive hands-on training to these novice teachers under the leadership of senior teachers, many from Germantown Friends School, with the goal that they remain in the field of education. In the fall of 2020, we were able to bring our students back in person for Saturday enrichment classes. The students were thrilled to be able to engage with their peers and had no problem wearing masks and adhering to our social distance protocols. In the fall of 2020 and the spring of 2021, we have exposed the students to chess lessons and had a speaker series focused on science, thanks to a grant from Life Science Cares. And the summer of 2021, we had in-person classes at Germantown Friends School. The kids were thrilled and so were we. Our students were taught writing, literature, math, and science Monday through Thursday, and Fridays were dedicated to fun. They were able to participate in golf, art instruction with the Mount Airy Arts Garage, capoeira classes, which is also known as Afro-Brazilian dance, and computer coding. In addition, students were able to choose 2 electives designed by our teaching fellows. Electives included financial planning, crocheting, competitive jump rope, and soccer, to name a few. The students had trips weekly to the GFS library and participated in our Career Conversations guest speaker series. The library served as a resource for learning and enjoyment for our kids, as they were able to take out books, and GFS librarian Kate Garrity curated a book list for our middle school students that had them excited about reading. It was a great summer, and we even ended with a celebration day that included the kids being able to participate on a water slide. I'm excited to announce that next summer we will increase our impact in the city and expand the program to include rising 6th grade students from public, charter, and parochial schools. We know that this city has a big hole in programming for middle school students. To improve and strengthen what we are providing to our students, Breakthrough seeks to increase its visibility and service to more low-income families of middle school students, recruit more Black male college students, making our peer-to-near-peer teaching fellow corps more reflective of our students, and hire staff to develop and improve our online applications, improve the organization's metrics, and better track program graduates through high school and college, and in doing so, confirm Breakthrough's case for ongoing support. Today you will hear from teachers, parents, and board members, but we did not ask our students to attend, as we did not want to disrupt their new school routine. Many are back in school for the first time in 18 months. You will see our students share their light in the videos throughout our time together today. Our students are passionate about learning and Breakthrough. Thank you for joining us today, and at the end of the formal presentation, you will have the opportunity to join a breakout room to speak with our teaching fellows and parents. We hope you get to experience the magic of Breakthrough during this virtual breakfast. Now you'll hear a few reflections from our parents.
Oh my goodness, I can't even put it into words, quite honestly. This has been an amazing experience for Elijah. It allowed him the opportunity to meet new friends. It allowed him to step out of his comfort zone. And overall, he just learned so much.
My daughter's experience at Breakthrough was something very new to her. She was surrounded by scholars that cared about their learning. They were excited about learning. She embraced meeting new people, new teachers, and making new friends.
My son enjoyed in-person learning with Breakthrough. He hadn't been in the classroom in almost 2 years, and this was his first opportunity to be around other kids his age, and it helped him with his social skills because my son is not that sociable. He's an introvert, and he actually came out of his shell. He came home, he spoke to us about his day. Sometimes, but usually he doesn't say much, but I got a little something out of him this summer.
My daughter really enjoyed it. She especially would talk about her teacher Ava and teacher Miles. She was glad to finally, begin socializing while in a classroom setting.
Through virtual learning, there was just specific assignments that he was to do online, and being present here filled in the gaps where he was kind of not so much being bored at home, but not being challenged, I would say.
I want to say it broke her out of her shell. She's terrified of doing public speaking, so to speak. So when I heard that Breakthrough was going to be doing public speaking, and I was like, wow, this is an opportunity for my daughter to really, break out of her shell and get used to talking in front of people.
He spoke more about his future. Not that he didn't speak about it before, but I feel like he started talking more about it in depth. Whereas before he'd just be like, oh, I might be going to college. I think I'm going to go to college. I'm not sure. Now I'm going to college. This is what I'm going to do. Like he's got like this plan. And for somebody in 7th grade to have such concrete plans, to me is amazing.
I feel my child is more confident by going to Breakthrough, especially because he was home for so long. Now he can assert himself, he can let people know how he's feeling, what he needs, and I think that's great.
At the end, when they celebrated all their successes, my daughter came home and she had personalized notes from all the teaching fellows that she interacted with that were little messages of encouragement. And I feel as though those were just affirmations so that my daughter would know that she truly has all those things, qualities in her, so she can succeed. So it was just, I don't know, it was really heartwarming.
Good morning. I'm Jason Duckworth, a Breakthrough volunteer, involved now for nearly a decade. I'm a member of the advisory board of Breakthrough of Greater Philadelphia. As you've heard, Breakthrough is transforming lives through education. We put middle schoolers in Philadelphia on a path to college success, while at the same time, we train college students to become urban educators. But these two things are not separate activities. The secret sauce of Breakthrough is in bringing these two remarkable groups together. When middle schoolers work with young college-age teachers, magic happens. Why? Because our teaching fellows are near peers, being just 4 to 8 years older. When a middle schooler is inspired by a teaching fellow, that student can see their future self. That Breakthrough Teaching Fellow is demonstrating in the flesh, in the classroom, that dedication to academic excellence pays off, that perhaps in a few years' time, that breakthrough student himself could become a teaching fellow. That teaching fellow lights a pathway to college and to young adulthood in a way that's just impossible for someone decades older like me. So when you go and visit Breakthrough, and I hope that you'll take the opportunity to do so, the youthful energy of the place is palpable. The walls are colorfully decorated, there's dancing, there's a rah-rah, you can do it spirit that is truly infectious. Let me tell you about a middle schooler, Teron Smith. He's an 8th grader at Mastery Shoemaker in West Philadelphia, who's been part of Breakthrough for 2 years. I've known Teron and his family for years through our family's church in Overbrook. Teron loves math, he can code, he reads science fiction and fantasy novels. He's very artistic. In fact, he designed the t-shirt for Breakthrough's summer program last summer. And perhaps most of all, Teron can sing. Teron is now in the process of applying to high school. And unlike so many Philadelphia School District students who missed out on big chunks of their education during COVID, Teron approaches high school with confidence, having advanced his academic progress through Breakthrough throughout the pandemic. Our middle schoolers, though, are not the only ones transformed. So are our teaching fellows who get precious classroom teaching experience under the supervision of senior teachers. Hundreds of our teaching fellows have gone on to careers in education over the last 25 plus years, something that is so desperately needed in a time of teacher shortages. I've seen this transformation of our college-age students through the experience of my own daughter. Amanda Duckworth was a teaching fellow for 2 years at Breakthrough. She's now a math major in her sophomore year, and Amanda intends to become a public school math teacher after college graduation. Without that direct classroom experience, it's not at all clear that Amanda would have the confidence to say, I am a teacher. But our program requires more than students like Teron or teaching fellows like Amanda. It requires a team of dedicated parents, of senior teachers who supervise our teaching fellows, volunteers who tutor and share their career experiences, and so many others who support us with their time and contributions. We're so delighted that you joined us this morning, and I welcome you all to join me as a volunteer at Breakthrough and become part of our magic. Thank you.
I think that's at the very heart of Breakthrough because the students that come here are students who have not been given the same educational opportunities as some of their other counterparts in the city of Philadelphia. Even some of our students here at GFS. And so I think it's important work that GFS has taken on a program like this to give students an opportunity to fill in the gaps that they may have, build up their confidence. I always say the program allows us to uplift, educate, and empower students.
I feel confident about going into the new school year, and it was really fun. It was a good experience. Even though it's not my first time, I just love coming here.
I feel pretty good. It went by pretty fast, and it's like a 50-50. I'm ready for it to end, but it's also sad that it is ending.
I'm happy because I met new people, and I feel sad because it's going to end today.
They made it fun. The teaching fellows, they made learning more fun and interactive. And I met a bunch of nice people here.
It was amazing. So I've done 2 summers at Breakthrough, virtual last summer, this summer it was in person. And I think both experiences together have made me realize I definitely want to be a teacher. And I love everything about Breakthrough, the people, the students, and just the experience of teaching here. So it's been absolutely amazing.
I think going into it, I want to teach history. And I've always said that I want to teach history because I love history, and I wanted to share that love of history with other students. But this summer really made me realize that my love of history isn't the reason that I want to teach. It's my love of the students. It's my love of educating others and seeing what type of people they turn into.
I definitely know that I want to be a high school teacher for, as my career, and this has just helped solidify that a lot. I've also been able to just really feel like all the good emotions that come with being a teacher.
The development that we saw over the 6 weeks in the teachers and their confidence from classroom management to lesson planning to being able to pivot in the middle of a lesson to meet student needs, that was a great thing for me to be a part of and witness over the summer.
So one of the broader lessons that I learned this summer was to always be patient with myself and with my students. Teaching is a lot harder than it looks, but so is learning and learning over the summer. So in my teaching career and just with people in general, always keep an open mind and be understanding of external circumstances and just being thoughtful in interactions.
You know, Breakthrough has been an amazing experience. One, the students to work with have been incredible. They have taught me probably more than I have taught them, as well as the teaching fellows and the administration, just all the support that you have around you just makes you feel so much more confident in your role, and you're just able to grow.
Yeah, so one of the lessons that I think I really got out of Breakthrough was just kind of holding these students as like whole people. And so like it was about learning the content and like having them learn about like similes, metaphors, themes and stuff, but also understanding that it's summer and like they're spending their time with us. And I really appreciated that, and like getting them to express themselves in the curriculum, however that would look like for them, I think was really important to keep in mind.
I had a lot of things that I learned in my previous school year of 7th grade. Sometimes the teacher didn't have time to go back and teach it to us. So I had the ability to ask my teachers like, hey, can we go over this? Because I didn't really get the chance to understand that in school.
I mean, that they make the work fun. Like, it's not never a day when it's boring. It's never a day where some people don't feel like coming and they should come because it really helps for the next grade, and you'll be like way more prepared to go into the school year.
When I always felt like I wanted to give up and I feel like I was struggling, my teachers and my friends and students here used to always tell me that I should never give up, I should keep trying, and that's what I did, and now I'm a graduate.
We're actually teaching them the growth mindset as well, that nothing should be able to dictate your path and how far you can go. And I think that's a really awesome mission at Breakthrough, and it's at the very heart of what we do.
Jamal, you there?
Good morning, Breakthrough family. My name is Jamal Hill, and I am Breakthrough. As a former Breakthrough student, teaching fellow, and now advisory board member, to state that I am Breakthrough, I think, is not exactly a bold proclamation. But if you'll indulge me for just a few moments this morning, I hope to convey to you just why I'm so proud to be a Breakthrough ambassador and why they couldn't get rid of me, even if they tried. My Breakthrough journey began exactly 20 years ago as an eager, if not somewhat restless, 6th grader when my mother insisted that I partake in some type of structured summer educational activity. I wasn't initially thrilled about the idea of spending my summer in a classroom, studying of all things, but Breakthrough helped me in ways that I didn't realize at the time. It was my Breakthrough experience that helped me to appreciate just how fun learning could be and to fully embrace my academic gifts. The Breakthrough electives and service programs made me a more well-rounded student and helped to build my character and desire to lead a life in service of others. It was my Breakthrough foundation that gave me the confidence and high expectations that led me on the path to college and ultimately onto law school to become a practicing attorney. We're all aware of the challenges that the pandemic has wrought upon students in urban and underserved communities. Right now, it's perhaps more evident than ever before that Breakthrough does more than just fill a gap. It meets a need. Thanks to our leaders, staff, partners, volunteers, and supporters like you, Breakthrough students are continuing to excel despite seemingly insurmountable odds. To paraphrase one of my favorite quotes by playwright George Bernard Shaw, there are those that see things as they are and ask why. I dream of things that never were and ask why not. At Breakthrough, we choose to ask our students, why not? Why not make all A's? Why not get accepted into your first choice college and graduate? Why not secure your dream job? Why not be a leader and give back to your community? And so I humbly ask for your continued support. If you believe in the power of education to dramatically alter the trajectory of a young person's life, you should give to Breakthrough. And so please join me. Join me in becoming an integral part in the next chapter of the Breakthrough story. Throughout our program, we've shared with you the multiple ways that you can go about making your gift. If we were meeting in person, this is the time where we'd ask you to not so discreetly open up your checkbooks and fill out your pledge cards. Well, I urge you to still pull out those checkbooks and give by mailing a check to the Breakthrough of Greater Philadelphia office, donate online at breakthroughphilly.org, or text the code 21BOC to 44321. Thank you in advance for your generous gifts. And if you need proof of the impact of your giving, look no further than my Breakthrough story. It's only some 20 glorious years in the making. And now, we invite you to stick around and join us in one of our breakout rooms where you'll have the opportunity to engage with some of our teachers and parents and learn more about the power of Breakthrough. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, Ellie, I got cut off, but right now we stick pretty close to Germantown and are just in the community. We like with COVID, it's been a challenge getting out. Period. So we were happy to get out this summer to go to the arts not the arts, to the golf lessons. That was right up the block. But hopefully in the future, we can take more advantage of getting out to the more local community organizations. I want to thank you all for joining today. If you have any follow-up questions, please let me know. You can always email me or call. You know, we really, really appreciate your support and being here. And I think that's it. If anybody has any follow-up questions right now, they can more than willing to unmute and let me know and ask.
Michelle, we got cut off in our break-off room, and I was answering a question from Ms. Greenawalt. I didn't know if that was enough information, or did you still have some more questions or concerns about that?
Peggy, you're on mute. You're on mute, Peggy.
Really think I'd have that figured out by this point. I want you guys to talk about the support that the student teachers get so that their classrooms are good and they do feel comfortable in it, because that's not exactly a given.
So Michelle, you can speak to this also. I was just referring to the instructional coaches and the level of support that they provide in the classrooms. It starts off in our breakthrough instructional training. 2 weeks before the students come, the teachers are in touch with their instructional coaches, where they begin going through lesson plan development, classroom management skills, teacher presence, and diversity, equity, and inclusion. So all of the main tools that a teacher should have in their toolkit, we expose them to before the students come. As the students arrive, the teaching fellows continue to meet with the instructional coaches on a daily basis. The instructional coaches are there on site with them throughout the day. So if they have any questions, the instructional coaches are always there to respond and give their support. They also come into the classroom and do some observations so they can continue to give those grows and glows throughout the weeks while the teachers are there. Michelle, did you want to add anything else?
No, I was just going to just say also just the professional development that happens every day on a different subject at the end of the day. So when the students leave, they still are, the teaching fellows stay, and whether it's about classroom management or, you know, just anything that's pertaining to be a teacher, they get more professional development every day, Monday through Friday.
And also our instructional coaches, as I explained in the breakout room, are professional teachers. They're highly seasoned. One of them this year actually was a breakthrough graduate. So she went through the breakthrough program as a student. One of our instructional coaches is also a vice principal in the Philadelphia School District. So teachers are very well seasoned on teaching, particularly in Philadelphia public school system.
I'm interested in what salary these student teachers get.
So we raised our salary this year to make sure every student teacher gets $2,500, and they can even get more depending on their financial aid situation for college. It was significantly less when I started, and I'm happy that we were able to like get it up to like a sort of competitive rate. They wound up, you know, our teaching fellows, a lot of them this summer, they didn't have housing like we usually provide. So they wound up living together and, you know, making it work. But they really have that passion for education that they wanted to be in Breakthrough and wanted to be in Philadelphia this summer, and they made it happen.
Michelle, can you share with us how, with the expansion of moving into the 6th grade model, how are you guys sustaining that model for Breakthrough? How will that be sustained?
How we sustain it as far as financially, or how are we
financially?
Yeah, that's what we have to do. We're fundraising out here. So thanks to the generosity of people like you from the Pincus Foundation, like we're out here just trying to raise money for program expansion right now. So that's a huge part of it. We do have the luxury of having GFS, you know, provide us the building. So that's like, so those are some expenses that we don't have to pay for. And they have a new building on Germantown Avenue that we're able to house the 6th grade students in. So it's really fundraising for our teaching fellows, for our supplies, for everything that comes into running the summer, whether it's our SEPTA passes, our meals, because we provide breakfast and lunch for our students every day. And then also hopefully the goal is to like get them out and to maybe take some field trips this year and to get them, I would love to get them to the Franklin Institute or some educational institutions that are close by. But then it's busing, even with the busing this summer to go back and forth to the golf. The golf was free, but our buses were $600 each way, to get the students there. So we're always raising money for our just program itself. We were lucky to have the students do art this summer with the Mount Airy Arts Garage, but we could only do a certain amount of kids. So I think we'll be able to maintain, we're fundraising and trying to make sure that we have a variety of different resources that for our support, our case for support.
And Michelle, we have one more hand raised, Veronica Belton Pittman.
Hi, Veronica.
Good morning. I'm one of the counselors in the school district, and I noticed in the chat that there was an invitation to come visit.
Yes. Yes.
Do I need to make an appointment to do that?
Yeah, so we're here on Saturday right now, and Sakina and I can send you the dates.
Okay.
For the date that we are here. We have some Saturdays that we're not here during the holidays, but for the most part, we're here every Saturday. And then we do have like main visiting days in the summertime, but you can come visit any Saturday that we're here. I know Deborah's come and seen us on a Saturday before. You're welcome to come whenever you want.
Okay. Do you want me to put my email in the chat?
That would be great. That would be wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Michelle, I just wanted to add something in response to Deborah Vance's question. And it's that, so I'm a business person and I've had the opportunity to be exposed to a lot of not-for-profits that are supporting educational enrichment in Philadelphia. And one of the things that's just so remarkable to me about Breakthrough is that when you give, there's such a tremendous impact from that gift because the program is leveraging existing school resources at Germantown Friends. So unlike other kinds of programs where they have their own dedicated facilities or they have their own full-time staff, one of the things that's so amazing is that we're taking advantage of assets that are otherwise idle during the summertime or on weekends. And we're capitalizing upon the desire of college students to seek teacher training, which is in scarce supply. So effectively our program is in the ballpark of $4,000 a student. So it's tremendous, like how much impact you can have through Breakthrough. Whereas if you were to compare, say, to a charter school program that's spending many tens of thousands per student per year, our view is that we're able to have much more impact while essentially leveraging the existing infrastructure both of GFS and of the Monday through Friday school program that many of our students are enjoying through their public school.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey. You've presented a fantastic program this morning, sharing with us the heart of Breakthrough. But the one thing that I wasn't hearing, but I certainly am seeing, is the unbelievable dedication and professionalism on and on of the staff. None of the things that we saw this morning would happen without those of you who are in there day in and day out through a long, hot summer to make this all possible. So my hat's off to probably the true heart, those of you that make it happen.
Thank you so much, Priscilla. We always appreciate your support. Everything that you've done this past summer, whether it was making the brownies or just like helping Deborah with the interviews, we really appreciate it.
Having watched the evolution of this program, what impresses me the most is the ability of the staff to listen to suggestions and build on them in creative ways. It's just so that obviously trickles down to the teachers and the students. It's fabulous.
Thank you, Marnie.
One thing that's fascinating to me
is I haven't been involved with Breakthrough in 15 years, maybe. And I loved it when I did it, when I was on the board. I used to host teaching fellows over the summer. They worked so hard and they were so engaged. And here are some of the same board members. I don't know about the students. I stayed in touch with one of the student teachers until she got married. And then, life went on. But it's been such a family. And I think that that's a richness that gets shared with the students as well. Hang in there, keep it up.
Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to everybody for putting together today's program too. That was pretty amazing and wonderful job. Thank you.
That was absolutely perfect. Thank you, guys. I
Yeah.
feel very, very lucky to know you all and to be part of this organization.
Thank you. Well, Amy and Nani and Susan, you all were like champions of like taking this across the finish line with all of us. So we really appreciate it. Really, really do. It's been fun. I'm gonna miss working with you guys. I'm like, when's our next event?
We're not going anywhere. Don't worry.
Done. We're not done.
I know.
Greatest. It's
I was
just-
saying thank you and for today's event. Good morning. It's State Representative Dorisha Parker saying hello from Harrisburg. And it was just great to just listening to the testimonies from the children, from the parents, the support staff, and all of you that makes why I fight so hard in Harrisburg for our children. And they are the key to our future. And we're supposed to teach them well and let them lead the way. We're supposed to make sure we show them all the possibilities of the beautiness that they possess inside. And I'm just want to just say thank you. And I'm looking forward to meeting with all of you and making sure that we have funding available for this program so it can soar. So thank you so kindly.
Thank you, Representative Parker. I appreciate that.
I don't think we did. We've got,
Goodbye.
Sure. Well, if anybody else has any other questions or wants to visit, please let me know. And I'll make sure I put my email in the chat real quick.
And
But it's-
maybe next year we'll be in person.
I hope so. That would be amazing.
that'd be grand. Having said that, done a phenomenal job virtually, really.
Next year we'll get the kids back
Thank you.
also.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Michelle.
Yep.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.